Yo, what's going on, Division Agents? Today I'm back with another build called Oxidizer Build. So I'm gonna quickly show you and run through my build. Yeah, because someone asked me the other day in a stream, do you have any Oxidizer build? I have, but it was in my stash because I didn't use for a while. Now let me just quickly show you there. Now I'm gonna start with Technician. Why technician? Because I only reason why, like two reasons. First reason is my artificial hive is very important in this build, so I'm gonna just quickly show you a lot, like break down everything. Like I'm gonna give my best to explain and not to confuse you and confuse myself, of course. So how it works artificial. So when you drop, first of all, you have to drop your hive before you use any of your skills. Why? Because the artificial sends out micro electro booster drones that expand themselves to increase ally skills efficiency and refresh their duration. That's very important now. Now, that's for the start. Now, second thing, technician is because give me one skill tier up. So I'm gonna just quickly touch my knee pads. You see my weapon damage. I don't have the skill tier there. So with this specialization, it gives you one skill tier up. I would be more happy if instead of weapon damage that I have the armor just, you know, be more, let's say, tanky. But it is what it is. Now let's start with guns perfectly in sync, but preferably I'll use my all my skill builds capacitor, because you know how capacitor works with the stacks. It will give you more skill damage and more weapon damage, which is, I think, I'm pretty much sure, the best gun on to use on a skill builds. Ignore my attributes. My capacitor is expertise 26. I was trying to reroll the other day to get damage target of cover, and I just gave up because I spent too many exotic components trying to get the good one. Okay, let's jump to the build. Now, three piece of Empress International. Why? The reason is because you can see like three pieces gives you skill efficiency. Now, it was loads about speculation like what's exactly skill efficiency. Now, as far as I know, 1% of skill efficiency, it's equal to 1% skill damage, 1% skill haste, 1% skill duration, 1% skill health, 1% skill repair, and 1% of status effect. Now, like you can see, we have 8%, which means 8% of all of those what I told you like second ago. Now, it's easy to prove that. So let's say, just for example, let's have a quick look on my Oxy. Now you can see on my Oxy cloud damage, it's 157k, almost 158 whatsoever. So if I quickly just change for whatever skill one piece, let's say Wyvern, so it was 157, yeah. Now it's 142 cloud damage. You see what I'm saying? So skill efficiency gives you more skill damage, which is completely true. So I think it's better to run three piece of Empress on your skill builds, because you know it just gives you like more skill damage and skill efficiency, skill duration, skill case, repair skill status effect. Right. Now, let's quickly start with my mask. My mask have roll skill damage status effect and 10% mode of skill duration. My chest piece, same thing, skill damage status effect and another 10% of skill duration. Glass Canyon, be careful if you decide to go with the Glass Canyon. You might go with the what's it called, with kinetic momentum. You might go with that. But look, whatever you think, if you're confident enough to run deal 25% more damage, it's up to you. Now, holster is the same thing, skill damage status effect, one piece of Wyvern because it gives me another 8% skill damage. On my backpack I have skill haste status effect, skill duration 10% mode, and tech support because with the oxidizer trust me, it's not big deal to kill NPC. As long as you kill NPC, it will activate your backpack talent and gives you 25% skill damage for 25 seconds, which is amazing. BTSU gloves, you know how it works in combination BTSU gloves and any of the hives. As long as you deconstruct your hive, it will send you to the overcharge. So I'm going to touch overcharge as well shortly. Now, I show in the start of my video my Fox Prayer knee pads, 8% more damage target. I could use something else, like for example, maybe one piece of, what's the name of that? What gives you 10% of status effect, electric. But no, I just decide to go with my Overlord named knee pads. Now, on my artificial hive, I have steam efficiency, range, and duration. On my Oxy, I have insert health, and I have 7.5 max mode of skill haste. Now, chat, let's have quickly look. Now, another thing, I hope you don't mind, I'm just trying to use this build in shooting range. Sometimes shooting range is not proper place to show how some builds are working. So this build I would use if I play with my well-known teammates, and then for example I love legendaries, and then if you know where the NPCs are spawning, if you use Oxy, oh my god, it's just, you know, speed up your run through the mission and it works perfect. Now, so like I said, I'm gonna drop my artificial just bit farther from me, because if when I try to deconstruct, it's gonna pick it up and I won't get my overcharge from my gloves. So let's try. Let's see how this beauty works. So I can do the overcharge now, and I can shoot, and just keep eye on the cloud, how long it will stay skill duration. Just keep eye. So when I shoot my last charge, now hold on, look how long the skill duration works. Look, just look. Isn't that beautiful? Look, over 500,000. Still, bro, this is great. There we go. I'm really happy with this build, because, you know, someone could ask me why you run 3 modes of skill duration. This is the reason. The skill duration instead of skill haste. This is the reason, because you see how long, even after I start shoot, like for a good like 7, 8, maybe 10 seconds, I did, you know, after I start shoot my Oxy, the skill duration was still there and killing the NPCs. Look, I hope you like this build. If you have any questions, please leave in the comments. So 3 pieces of Empress, 1 Waven, BTSU gloves, Fox knee pads, artificial hive, Oxy. That's pretty much everything what I run. Thank you for watching my video, guys, and I'll catch you in another one. GG's.